crisis in New York and in many parts of the country now getting messier. President Biden considering an executive order to stem the number of migrants at the border. Well, today, the governor of New York saying she's open to that idea. This as New York City says it's cutting back on its funding for migrants so that social agencies here aren't forced to cut their budgets. The governor and mayor both blaming House Republicans for all this. Anthony Carlo with a complicated story. He's live in Midtown Manhattan for us. Anthony.
Well, and Bill, it begs the question, is President Biden now shifting a bit on his immigration policy? No doubt his administration has been getting some heat from some Democrats, namely in cities just like this, getting pounded by this crisis. But as you know, every action has a reaction, and the one in this case from immigration rights advocates, well, it's not a good one.
These policies come straight from the Trump book.
The backlash already pouring in. The Biden administration considering executive action that would give the president power to bar migrants from claiming asylum if they cross the border illegally. The New York Immigration Coalition sees right through it.
We need the Biden administration to champion immigrants and to stop playing into the Republicans' ploy of attacking immigrants.
The administration has been under increasing scrutiny by members of the president's own party for not doing enough to rein in the crisis with a direct impact on New York.
Yes, we have to look at the conditions that were being used for asylum now because they're more expansive than had been in the past. They are.
Today, Governor Hochul, in an interview with Politico, said the onus is still on Congress, specifically Republicans, who scrapped bipartisan border legislation earlier this month. But if they aren't going to take action,
malpractice of governance meant that Biden had to step up.
In 2018, former President Donald Trump tried to use his powers under the immigration statute, which zeroes in on illegal crossings between ports of entry, but it was blocked by the courts.
The very anti-immigrant proposals that we're seeing would not be effective at securing the border.
Deputy Mayor Ann Williams-Isom says it's too early to tell what the action would really look like under Biden, but relief is mandatory, despite the rebuttal from immigrant advocates.
I would tell my brothers and sisters at the coalition that I know that they know what's happening in New York City is not right. If Republicans in Congress can't act, we would appreciate if the White House or the federal government would take action that would provide some relief to localities.
The deputy mayor says New York City is seeing far fewer new arrivals, with 1,300 last week. Remember, we were seeing upwards of 4,000 during the peak of all of this. Some legal experts reportedly say that even if the president takes advantage of this executive action, it would not allow him to completely shut down the border, hence the questions about how effective this really would be. The White House has yet to make an official decision. We're live tonight in Midtown. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.